Morning, folks. This is Casey, and I'm one Mellow Marigold. We have a rockin' gorgeous fall morning. Welcome to my potato harvest. I think, maybe. Bugs. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to my channel. In theory, we are out here harvesting potatoes today. I'm going to explain why I think that's in theory in just a second, but I got a couple of supplies with me. I got my green trusty wagon for hauling all those potatoes we're gonna find. I got my gloves, I got my hat just in case, and I got my little fan today because I'm hot flashing like a mofo, and I don't think that's gonna stop anytime soon this morning. So let's get to it. First of all, you're probably like asking yourself, why do I look so darn disappointed? It's because I don't think I actually have any potatoes to harvest under there. I don't think I got a one. I don't think I got a one. And so I'm sort of just like prepping myself in advance for that disappointment. Honestly, even when I did the update video, things were looking really good. I had lush plants growing. We were topping off with more hay as the first rounds of hay broke down. We were watering, we're pulling weeds. Things were honestly looking really great for a long time. So I was sort of riding on this confidence high, right? Set it and forget it. Problem was I vastly underestimated pests in my potato growing process. And by pests, I mean mice and snakes and even porcupines. Yeah, all three of which have been actively seen in my potato patch. As you can see, at one point I did put up a little chicken wire fence. Honestly, we can look at this chicken wire fence and say some choices had to be made. She might have gave up just a little bit. Not my best attempt. This is life in the garden. Sometimes your best laid plans just don't come to fruition or end up being way more work than you think they're gonna be. So I have a feeling even right now as we're talking, there might be critters munching on what's under those plants. All of those lush plants that we saw from earlier slowly got invaded by mice. I realized too late that mice were tunneling and eating up at the potatoes. And at first, they really just attacked this very first row. And the middle row was still doing great. That didn't last long, because then the porcupine got involved. Yeah! If you want to know how I know it's a porcupine, I got a quill stuck in my toe one day and had to find out where the ER was in the area. So, yeah, we think it was living back in the barn. Anyway, long story short, what I think happened is we got a ton of lush growth. The pests came in, ate up everything, every damn last one of them. The plants died back, so it looked like a normal potato plant dying back. But then all of a sudden, we got some green starting to grow back in its place. And I just honestly think that's from maybe whatever little eyes were left behind by the critters forcing a new plant to grow. So, lessons learned. The method itself is cool, right? I'll definitely do the Ruth Stout method again, but we will do a way better job of controlling for pests in the future. Yeah, we will. I did actually attempt to prepare a little bit for pests. I had learned that they really don't like garlic and onions. And so I planted my potatoes near my garlic patch and my onion patch. As you can see from pictures of both of those patches, they wouldn't have done much to prevent the pests. Nope, we didn't have any growth in either of those two patches either. So, we're gonna unwrap the chicken wire. We're gonna pull apart the piles. We're just gonna see what we got. That's all we can do, right? And then we'll just learn and we'll do better next year, and I'll reinforce the fencing and we'll really kind of do it right. But let's go ahead. Let's get started and see what we got. Okay, let's get started. I got my pitchfork. We're going to uncover this first row, you know, the one that doesn't actually look like a row. We're going to uncover this one first. I think this is absolutely a disaster because this one didn't do as well from the very beginning. So let's start there and see what happens. Actually had, this is the russet row, actually had in the very beginning some really nice starts, and then after a lot of bugs in there, those are good. Ooh. There's a seed potato. Yeah, okay. So,
so anyway, at one point we did have some nice growth, especially down at this end. But this is where I found the porcupine eating. So fucking porcupine. Nothing. We'll keep going. But I really don't think there's anything under. At one point, I even stopped putting hay down on this side because nothing was really growing. Oh, there's another sweet potato. Oh boy.
Not a darn thing. Not one single russet. But it's kind of cool to see how well some of that hay was breaking down. Next, let's go to the other outside row, which would have been the red Pontiac potatoes that I grew from harvest potatoes from last year.
Now this row did the second best in terms of growth. The yellow fins in the center were on top. This row had a ton of growth for a while, but I think this was also the first row that was attacked by mice. So, incidentally, once I did find the mice, well, let's just say a lot of them aren't here anymore to tell the tales.
Look at that. Nothing. Nothing. Ooh, big spider. Nothing. Nothing. Oy. As always, Oliver is ready for all of your Frisbee needs. Good job, it, buddy. Hey, ready. Ready, ready, ready. Ready, go. Oh, that was a crappy throw, Betty. Sorry. Sorry, bud. We gotta do better than that for the poor buddy. Good job, it, but. Ready, ready? You ready, ready? Good boy. We gotta stop for a fan break. Jeez Louise. Ugh. So last but not least, we are gonna tackle the middle row, which by far of all three had the most growth. Now, you see a couple plants down there. They've got flowers. They look healthy. You're probably thinking, wait, you're not supposed to harvest those until they die back, right? Yeah, right. This is like the second round of growth. This is like a whole new plant. And like I said in the beginning, I don't think there's nearly enough time for them to turn into anything. with the cold weather approaching pretty fast. And I honestly don't think it's worth trying to keep the pile going any longer, especially when I'm not going to put any more work into keeping the mice out this year. So if we're going to find potatoes, it's going to be in this row. Maybe those plants will give us some new potatoes that we could at least like cook up for a meal. But I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed. All of that, and just a couple little bitty new potatoes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look it! Holy shit balls! Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh! Oh! Look it! She's gorgeous! Ooh, there's another one! Oh, I'm so excited! Oh! That's it. They don't go down any farther, but yay! Look at that! That's at least a dinner, right? Well, okie dokie. That's that. I don't know, what did I plant? 20 pounds of seed potatoes? Yep, that's it. That's how gardening goes while I'm here. Remember that late garlic? Look, I got to, oh, look at that. Look at that. Little baby garlics. Two more big cloves. There you go. That's the garlic harvest. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. I decided to put my potatoes in, in my wagon so the wagon like feels like it has a little purpose. All right, let's go wrap up. Also, you know what? I'll do a whole video about it, I think. Somebody told me once, don't worry, the bugs, the gnats, they go away. They go away like by August. No, they don't. No, they don't. They never go away. I think they're going to be here in the middle of a blizzard, quite frankly. All right, so that was a whole lot of work for very little output. But we got to talk about the pros and the cons, right? We got to talk about what we learned because that's what it's all about. First of all, I'm giving myself grace with like every last living thing out here. This is my first time on the property. It was a huge property. It was a huge undertaking. Everything was so overgrown. I'm honestly thrilled we got this far, right? On the plus side, great location, absolutely great location. Sun in spring, summer, and fall, sunny, sunny, sunny. Close to my water source, so it was easy to water in case I had to. I still maintain that keeping the onion and the garlic patches nearby is going to help when the garlic and the onions actually grow. Yes, okay. So, great location, would do it again. Happy to really see that potatoes can grow. They can grow, and look how clean it is. There's no like mud. Maybe there's a little bit right there. This is a really clean potato. Had that been full, I'd have a shit ton of really clean potatoes. I think that's amazing. We saw lots of bugs activity. That's always a sign of good soil. We saw that the hay was really starting to break down really well there at the bottom. Another pro is throughout the season, we did see lovely, lush growth. So we know the potatoes can grow there. But to the downside, what we learned is we cannot underestimate the pests. I cannot underestimate them, not anymore. So I think for next year, we're gonna keep the potato patch in the same place because I like it and it's convenient, and we are going to let the hay just continue to break down over the winter. We still got plenty of it out in the barn that we can use to grow again next year. So we'll keep the location, we'll keep the hay. Obviously, I now know that my project for next year is to really reinforce a better fence around the outside of the potatoes. So I might even think about putting in like a plank-based bottom and chicken wire to try to keep out some of the pests and animals. I have also learned that it might be more helpful to actually include onions in the beds. So like right along with the potatoes, or maybe even a couple of planted in the walkways or on the outsides of it. So I might also try to do that, but we're not gonna be eating potatoes all winter. That's sadly how it's gonna be. That's gonna be it for me today, folks. I hope you liked it. I sure do love you and all of your support. We will rise again. We will Ruth Stout our potatoes again, and it will be great. If you love this video and you want to see more content and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and please do so. I would really appreciate it. Watch my videos from start to finish, like and comment. All of that helps me in this world. Love you all so much. I hope you're enjoying the heck out of this fall, and I'm going to talk to you on the next one, okay? Bye.